Today I'm going to show you how to care for your sweaters by depilling them, and then also later on we'll show you how to wash them by hand so that you don't ever have to go to the dry cleaner. So the first thing is you're going to find a sweater that needs love and attention. This tool, which is just called a sweater comb, you'll see that it has like teeth kind of at the edge here, but the teeth are made in a way that it's not going to like destroy your sweater. And then this is a sweater stone. It's a stone actually. And I might not use this today, but this is a great tool for heavier sweaters. So the first thing that you're gonna do is take your sweater. I like to orient it towards myself. So you're gonna take your sweater comb and just start at the top. And you're going to make short, gentle strokes. This is not an activity where you want to take your stress out, and you don't want to attack the sweater, right? We want to be careful. We don't want to cause any damage to the sweater. And just take your time. This is kind of a Zen practice, right? Get your Netflix on, and just slowly working in short strokes. You're gonna go down the body of the sweater. You'll see as we go, it's delinting your sweater, right? It's, or you could say it's shaving your sweater, right? So as you just pull that off, right? And we just keep going. You need to give the sweater a little bit of tension as well, right? Like my top hand is pulling away a little bit. So that gives me some resistance against the comb. But again, keep it gentle. Don't attack it. That's really the key here for successful sweater combing. So I feel like I'm in a good place with the body of the sweater. So what I like to do is from here, I like to flip it over, and so leave the sleeves, flip it over, and do the back. Look how much I can make a hat. And then the other thing I like to do, we're showing you today a sweater, but you can do hats, you can do gloves, scarves. Okay, so I'm really liking what the back of the sweater looks like. So I think we can move on for now. So let's go to the sleeve. So you just want to orient the sweater again towards you. Right? And we can start like this with the sleeve just flat, and you'll see like it's kind of buckling there. Just try to get it as flat as you can. You're gonna probably have to use a little bit more resistance this time around because you'll see that the sleeves, just on their own, gravity tends to just make them buckle, right? Or the way that they're stitched. So again, starting, from the top, just get in there, and you can hold the collar of the sweater just to give you some resistance. You'll also find at the seam lines, those tend to, I find that those tend to get more pilly as well. So maybe give those areas special attention. So the second part of the sleeve, before we go ahead and do the other side, you've got this area, right, which is where the back and the front meet. So I like to take that, sort of separate the back of the sweater from the front of the sweater, and just stretch it out so you can see the seam, right? And this is a good time to get in and do this area. The collar is, you know, just again, a little bit tricky just based on its shape, but it's the same, you know, technique. So I just start in the middle, you know, use a little resistance and go around. This is a soap that I like from the laundress, and it's specifically made for wool and cashmere. You can use any soap that you like, but the key is that it needs to be a gentle soap. And I absolutely do not recommend using Woolite. I have had disasters with Woolite, and the reason is because I find that soap tends to actually shrink your sweaters. It condenses the fiber in the wool, and it will make for a smaller sweater, and that is the last thing that you want to happen. So you've got the sweater inside out, and you're just gonna put it right down into the bucket, okay? And then just press it down in there. You wanna just start wringing it out really gently with your hands, just to get some of that water, you know, some of the big water out. Don't go crazy. You don't wanna like really twist it or anything. And again, that's in an effort to preserve the shape of the sweater. So just position it as best you can, you know, in the center of the towel, okay? Don't get too worried about it. So what you're gonna do is stand at one end of your towel, and you're going to start gently rolling the towel up, right? So then you can kind of like pull the sweater towards you. And as you roll, press. Roll and press. Now you can just unroll it. From here, what I like to do is just, you know, shake it out a little bit. So to finish the drying, you can get a dry towel and just lay it flat again. And, you know, as I was saying, you could just put it, you know, just make sure that the shape of the sweater, you know, it looks as it should. When your sweater's all dry, you're, you know, turning it right side in, you know, you'll see that it smells absolutely incredible.